Welcome to Lesson 8, Part 2 of a Spend Every Penny budget. Today, we will show you using an average take-home income how a family of 4 would set this budget up. Let's review a few steps before we get on the computer screen. 1, you need an emergency fund of at least $1,000. This is baby step number 1 in Dave Ramsey's 7 baby steps to becoming debt-free. 2, you need to come to this budget meeting knowing what your income is and what your expenses are. Warning, this will take about 3 months to get it close to right. 4, have a can-do attitude if meeting with your spouse. Luke 14:18-20 says, suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Will he not first sit down and estimate the cost to see if he has enough money to complete it? For if he lays the foundation and is not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule him, saying, this fellow began to build and was not able to finish. Robin and I start with our monthly cash flow plan for the upcoming month. In October, before we get paid for November, we will enter our numbers on a spreadsheet. Every month will be a little different. This family of 4 takes home $4,800 per month. Both work and take home $1,200 each on the 1st and 15th of the month. They have 15% automatically put in their 401k, and the company matches 5%. They also have $350 auto-deducted from their salary for health insurance. The budget is very tight each month, but they do have an emergency fund of $1,000. They do not have a savings account because the money seems to get up and walk away. This is their first budget meeting where they are determined to make their money behave. They want to seriously start chipping away at their $6,000 in credit card debt. Americans need to reduce their credit card load, which is a whopping $794 billion or $6,672 per household. Kimberly Amadio from About.com Guide says non-revolving debt, loans for auto, furniture, and consumer electronics, is now at $13,660 per household in 2010. It has been increasing since early 2009 because of an increase in government loans for education. Let's look at this cash flow plan. $4,800 is entered in income. Giving others or charitable contributions, $480, which is 10%. Giving us, saving. We'll show you that in purple, but it's going to be 10% of this person's take-home income. Housing, $1,250, which is 26.04%. Utilities, $671, which is 13.98%. Food, $600, 12.5%. Transportation, $681 or 14.19%. Clothing, $50, 1%. Medical, $100, 2.08%. Personal, $478, 9.95%. Recreation, $200, 4.17%. And we have some money for debt reduction or debt destruction, which is $290 or 6.04%. Notice we spent every penny, and this added up to 100%. Now note, the percentages are going to differ based on your income. If you take home $50,000 a month in income, we don't want you spending 10% of that on food. One huge expense now that is not mentioned in our monthly cash flow plan is childcare. In 2010, the cost of putting 2 children in child care exceeds the median annual rent payment in every single state, according to a recent report by the National Association of Child Care Resource and Referral Agencies. In a future lesson, we will show you how one of you can actually stay home with your children and come close to breaking even. Our neighbors have their retired parents watching their 2 children during the day. This could be a win-win situation in some situations. If your cash flow plan does not equal 0, you have to adjust the categories. It might mean eating top ramen and drinking water until you destroy that debt. Now let's look at our allocated spending plan. Since this family is paid twice a month, you need to allocate spending, what you pay on the 1st and what you pay on the 15th. Notice our colored categories for cash out, check or debit, savings, and debt destruction. We will start with pay period 11/1/11. An income of $2,400. Enter $240 for charitable gifts. Savings we will discuss as we go along. All of the categories in purple add up to $480 or 10% of our net income. Mortgage, $1,200. Repair or maintenance for the house, $50. Transportation. This family has no car payment. Most families have the average car payment of $400 plus per month, but do not give. Gas, $170. Car repair, $80. Car replacement, $60. Clothing, $50. Doctor bills, $100. Personal, which would be gifts and Christmas, $50. No questions asked money or blow money, $50. $25 each if you're married. Entertainment, $50. You can see we are at 0. We had income of $2,400 and we spent $2,400. On the 1st of the month, this family puts $450 cash in the different envelopes and $340 in savings. Now to the 15th expenses. Charitable gifts, $240. Utilities, these are variable expenses. We have electric, $100, gas, $150, water, $100, phone, cable, and internet, $146, cell, $150, trash or homeowners association, $25. These amounts are estimated, so anything left over from these budgeted categories can be used for debt destruction or maybe your emergency fund. Food, $300. Gas for the car, $175. When I get gas, I bring the receipt home to Robin and she subtracts it from the spreadsheet. We use a debit card for our gas. Car insurance, $156. Car replacement, $40. Life insurance, $78. School expenses or tuition, $250 for this family. No questions asked money, $50 again, $25 each if you're married. I have a colleague with 11 children and his wife stays home, obviously, and he gets $20 a month for his blow money. Entertainment, $50. Vacation, $100. And debt destruction, $290. Start paying down your lowest balance credit card regardless of the interest rate. Then minimums on all others. Part 3 is dedicated to explaining debt destruction in detail. On the 15th, this family had $400 going into the envelopes and $140 going into savings. Now let's take a look at our category savings account. This account is separate from your emergency fund. Check out November. This family has $480 in the account, but we have 6 categories for this family. You can shift around. Example, you need tires badly. You may have to put your vacation on hold and take the kids camping in your backyard. Proverbs 27:23 says, "Know well the face of your flocks and pay attention to your herds." Next week, we will complete our 3-part series on a spend every penny budget. You don't want to miss tips to debt destruction. Now, for the Debt-Free Squad Challenge of the Week. Complete your cash flow plan. Complete your spending allocation plan. Open a category savings account. You can print these forms from our website. Forward this video to a friend as we continue this debt-free adventure. Thanks for watching.